So this is an early video. I'm still waking up. It's like 6 a.m. Been awake since 4. Bellowing messages in my ears going, get up the tour. So I've just been up the tour, which is actually behind me. That's the tour there. And I'm now sat in the orchards, the sacred apple orchard. It doesn't look much, but all of these, but it is, it's a lot. All of these are apple trees. And of course, Avalon, which is where I'm at, is the Isle of Apples, which is all abundance, priestess power, all of the above. It was just ancient. So you have Glastonbury, which is kind of like 3D world, I suppose you could call it. And then you have Avalon, which is the ancient Isle, which is kind of like through the mists, through the portals. Avalon is where everything is golden. You know, they speak a lot about Awen. Awen is all about inspiration and magic and things like that. You know, and there's an other world. And that other world is the world that is within us, right? So anyway, I could talk for hours on this. But I am currently now in the apple orchard, which is right at the base of the tour. Very powerful, very magical. And the other day I came here and I met the Morgans for the first time. Now the Morgans are 9 priestesses. I've been deeply connected with them. And because there's just so much messages that's coming from them. They're 9 powerful priestesses, but the one that's most famous is Morgana. A lot of people know Morgan Le Fay, which is King Arthur's sister or half sister. The other 8 priestesses don't really get spoken of, because what I have learned from the priestesses here, that they tell me that the stories of those women, of those powerful priestesses, have got lost. And not just with the Morgans, with so many of them, but that's just the absence of the feminine power. But that's what's coming back now within the woman and the man. You know what I mean? It's the union. So I sat here yesterday and I was delivered a really powerful message, which is why I wanted to do this video. And the Morgans came through, and it was actually Morgan Le Fay that was speaking. I'm pretty sure of that. And she said that uniquely we are one. Uniquely we are one. And that's quite a contradiction in terms, so I had to sit with that. And what she was saying is don't fear coming back into the circle. Don't fear joining the tribe again, you know. Because a lot of us have had so much deep wounding. In fact, all of us actually have past lives in that. And, you know, there's a lot of divine feminine toxicity, you know, back from the priestess days. But there's just a lot of, there's a lot of toxic feminine. We speak about, oh, divine feminine. But let me tell you, there's a shadow side to her as well, which is what we're healing a lot of, as well as the toxic masculine. But that's the journey, isn't it? That's the journey. So uniquely we are one. There is a fear that when you step back into the collective or into the group, that you'll be lost. When we, in our lives, we want to channel a unique frequency that's different to everybody else, or we want to bang our drum louder, or we want to sing the best. We want to be seen and we want to be recognized that we got something really, really different going on, and we're not the same as the rest of them. Do you know what I mean? And that comes from a place of lack. That's the unique soul design that we have in the shadow, because we're all unique, all of us. And in a way, we want to be separate from the crowd so we can fill that cup, because we feel lack. So we kind of think, well, if we come back into the group, you know, will we just not merge into everybody else and just get lost? And that's what she was saying. Uniquely, we are one. So you will never lose that magic, that essence, that power, that absolute divine uniqueness of what your gifts and abilities are, the light that you have. There's no one else like you. Do you know there's no other being on this planet like you? You hold a unique soul design. So it does not get lost when we come back into oneness. And I think that that's a lot of the wounding, but that's what's coming up for clearing. So really, you know, there's, you know, just be you. Don't fear coming back into the circle, because essentially, you know, it's what we want to be part of. You know, lonely starseed syndrome. That's what we want to be part of, but it's the very thing we fight the most, which just leaves us just walking on this perpetual cycle of just, you know, separateness, right? So coming back into oneness, into the group, into the tribe, into the circle, into the collective, you're not gonna lose yourself. because you're going to probably shine even brighter than you are trying to do it out there on your own. So we fill our cups and we overfloweth with the abundance from Avalon and all of these beautiful, beautiful apple trees, which represents juicy big apples and just abundance. That's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. And last night I was in a very powerful ceremony with one of the priestesses here. She was Luana. She's absolutely divine. She really is. There's so many of them here in Avalon, and I've never felt so accepted and validated. And you know, and they were just like, come, come, come. And in the vision that I saw me walking up the tour, and there was so many of the priestesses. Lady of Avalon is the goddess of this place, and she was saying, come, come, come. And there was so many of you all on the tour, because the tour goes up, you know, it's like one big hill, isn't it, you know? And you were all on there, and you were like holding out your hands and welcoming me back in. So many priestesses on there, and there was such a feeling of warmth and joy and safety. Safety was a big, big, big message. And then just to finish off, and I think I'm going to talk more about this, you know, you unlock certain things on your path. And this trip for me, because this is my 9th day of my pilgrimage. I said it was going to be 9. 9 is very sacred to Avalon because it's the 9 Grail Maidens. You know, 9 is the number completion, and I've completed my tour today, or my experience today, not through the want of kicking and screaming, I might say, but like, honestly, I'm just like, wow. But the 9 Morgans, Morgan Villafay, like I say, is the one that's known. And what the sisters said to me is, we all hold the story of the lost priestesses in our DNA. And as we now walk from this very moment onwards, 2024, this month, June, July, I don't even know what month we're in, but July, you know, like as we walk forward, as from here, we will now start a brand new journey. And as we evolve and unlock this magic within us, we will unlock the story of the fullness of that 9 circle of priestesses. And it's within us. What we seek, they said you're seeking us, but seek yourself, because that's where you'll find us. And I was like, okay. So it's almost like the lost wisdom has been lost for a reason, because we were meant to, through our own evolution and our own healing and our own coming home, we were meant to unlock it within us. And I'm not just keeping this to priestess power. I'm talking about you priests as well. Talking about the Grail Knights as well as the Grail Maidens, right? You know, the Grail Knights and the Grail Maidens. So I'm putting a big call out to all my men as well, because it's usually quite signature that a lot of women's groups come here, and rightly so. But my mission is to bring the Grail Knights. We need you now. We need you. It's the Templars. You're the Templars, and you know, you got to come meet the maidens now and the priestesses. And I just get so excited, because I mean, I'm sat here now and I feel like I'm back in time. Like I want to go and like bang a drum. And, you know, let's roast a pig on the spit, and let's just like, do you know what I mean? Chant and dance under the stars and just enjoy. In union, in oneness, just love vibes, you know? So that is my mission. So next year when I bring my groups and my people, let's commune, men and women. Let's do this. Let's unlock those mysteries and enjoy the fruits of the apple tree. So anyway, with much love, from my heart to yours, from the apple orchard, from the tour. Have a fabulous day. Peace.